This is Halo, a mysterious ring world shrouded in secrecy. And coming into view is the UNSC Pillar of Autumn, a human ship. They are not explorers. They are soldiers running from the Covenant, a savage military alliance united under worship of the ring planet and its creators. And they want nothing more than to burn your ship to the glass. Fuck!
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, we let those dumb bugs out in the middle of nowhere to keep from getting their filthy claws on Earth. But we stumbled on to something that's so hot for them that they're scrambling over each other to get it. Well, I don't care if it's God's own anti-son of a bitch machine or a giant hula hoop. We're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines?
Sir, yes, sir!
Mm-hmm. Damn right I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Well, I like Halo. Steve likes Halo. John likes Halo. Michael's the only person in this group that's a Halo hater. Michael's a professional hater.
Sponsored by Haterade.
Haterade. Michael and his Haterade.
So what we did was we picked up a copy of Halo Anniversary, which is the original Halo Combat Evolved, redone with new textures and animations.
And particle effects.
And we're gonna make him play it.
See
and
how
watch him suffer.
Hey, Michael's here.
What are you guys doing?
Everybody just, oh God, be quiet, it's over. We're screwed.
Ah, shit, Michael's here.
I don't know what to say. That's
Shut
the
up and
thing.
start.
It's like,
Tell me what you want.
Shut up and start.
We'll first put on the game.
You play as Master Chief, who's a badass superhuman.
Master Chief is not even a character. He's just like this guy in a suit that says stuff and does whatever anyone tells him.
Get Cortana off this ship. Keep her safe from the enemy. If they capture her, they'll learn everything. Force deployment, weapons research. Earth. I understand.
Oof, that hurts. That
I
really
mean, seriously,
hurts.
it's like he has no personality. He has nothing about him. I mean, how can anyone like this guy, really? He never makes a decision in
The Master Chief
the game.
is you.
Excuse me, and first
You
off,
are Master Chief.
I am not Master Chief,
In
okay?
a first-person shooter, we do not we don't care. We
Yeah.
are that person. We don't need to know that he is some bad. Well, yeah, we do, but
That's the thing, Michael.
it just
is
makes us feel fucking badass.
by being nobody, you have the ability to become him. Because if he had a bunch of baggage, like I am this character, then you'd be like, well, hey, I'm not that character, so I am not this character. But there is no.
yeah,
that
that's one of the main
character.
things that why they hide his face behind that helmet is because kind of the sense
It
of
leaves
mystery.
us to the imagination that hey, maybe it looks like me.
Master Chief could be
Imagination.
me.
Because they have no imagination. That's why they made him blank.
He's
The
just kind of-
personality to Master Chief is Cortana, in my opinion.
Cortana.
Cortana serves as like your second conscience in the game. Like Master Chief is just the brawn, and he's like, "Oh, I'll do whatever the fuck she says," and that's totally fine with the player. Like you're just
Well, that
fighting
works,
aliens.
though, because the player's coming in, all right, I want to play the game, and Master Chief's like, all right, I want to obey your orders. They're very similar.
Yeah, she's the brains.
Yeah. She's a lot more than that, though. Like, she gives you all of your objectives. She gives you waypoints. She brings in a lot of game elements and then makes them not feel like game elements because they're so tied with the narrative.
Yeah.
What about the shield, Michael? Wouldn't you say that being,
Okay, the
like,
shield was a pussy way to get out of, like, making a real health system.
Oof.
It's just like, you can walk through the game, you can just, like, barge into a room, start shooting everything. If enemies kill you, all you have to do is just go behind a wall and for a few seconds, and then you get healed.
Well, your health doesn't completely regenerate.
I mean, that's not
You
realistic.
have,
But it's
you
all-
have your shield, and then you have, what is it, 6 bars of health?
And I
Which,
think
once your shield is down, that goes down fast.
You have-
that's
so
also
it's like-
health, but like your shield really is health. It's just a part of your health bar that regenerates after a certain amount of time, and then you have the second part of your health bar, which is your actual health bar, that actually takes damage and is permanent until you get a health pack. But in my opinion, by having the shield that regenerates, it creates this feeling of I am a badass and I don't need to constantly be scrounging for health packs. And I don't have to worry that if I get shot randomly without paying attention, I will take permanent damage that will affect the encounter.
Yeah, okay,
You're not being super tactical. You're able to run out there and blast people.
No, I'm
Your
telling you,
Go
you
play Call of
guys,
Duty, Michael.
you guys would not survive Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah,
Bullets
Nintendo,
everywhere.
shut the fuck up, Hammer.
And the
Order!
bullets-
Order!
Order
No.
in the Xbox.
Order!
Direct.
How do you like the enemies you fight?
Okay, I just want to say that the grunts are the best enemies ever in a shooter. They gave him like a really good character.
They're comic relief in the game.
They are comic relief, but like,
which is a nice stops the game from being super serious.
I mean, like if you shoot an elite, if you shoot like one of the bigger enemies, they'll start running away from you. Like the grunts, the enemies you're supposed to shoot start running away from you.
And is it fun to chase after them?
And then like after fighting the elites for a while, or the Covenant, we encountered the Flood.
We are introduced to a new enemy, an unlikely enemy to the Halo universe at first. Zombies. Yeah, the Flood is crazy. That was like a big twist. When I was playing this game when I was like 13, that really tripped me out. That level that introduced these guys, because it was just like super unexpected.
Flood spores are super annoying because they become this giant red blob on your radar, and you think they're like a bunch of enemies, and you're like, oh, it's just a bunch of flood spores. And then the Flood come up behind you, and they're like, no.
It's the Flood!
The game basically becomes a zombie shooter.
To a point.
That level, and then eventually it brings it back in with the gameplay you had before.
Which
and then it just gets crazy.
It gets crazy because then it's not just you fighting Covenant, it's you fighting the Covenant who are fighting the Flood, who you are also fighting, and you're also fighting Sentinels, and it's like, it gets fucking crazy.
Yeah. The elites gave me a challenge that I had to hide a lot and shoot and run. It's basically like a guerrilla warfare, like run, shoot, hide, run, shoot, hide. Couldn't really charge them at like the higher difficulties. And the Flood was kind of like, oh shit, it's time to run.
Back and forth.
So, I mean, like, I actually like the mix-up of the two. I mean, like, I kind of got used to that, like, the fighting style of, like, running, hide, run, hide. Then they introduced the Flood, and then I had to switch completely. And then when I met them together, sometimes I just waited just to, like, so they killed each other. But sometimes, some tactics, I just ran right through. Like, you know, they let them fight. I don't care. Not my fight. Gotta save keys.
First vehicle you ever drive is the Warthog, which is a super iconic vehicle in the Halo universe. Fits a passenger, a gunner, and of course the driver. And the mechanics of the Warthog are awesome because it's not just like a really simple like vehicle to drive. Like you actually, the funny thing is like we play tested this with someone who never played the game, and she absolutely sucked at driving the Warthog. She drove it off cliffs.
I did tell her to drive off the cliff, but she would have gotten there eventually. Okay, so the Warthog's cool because you really get divided into, do I like driving or do I want to shoot? Because, you know, especially for me, because never playing the game before, I would have sucked at driving, so my friend was like, you know, get in the turret. So that's all I did is I just got really good at the turret, and he got really good at driving. And you just get this nice distinction.
You kind of get your specialties, but yeah, I'm a pretty boss driver.
It's always interesting. You're playing somebody co-op, and you're like, oh, do you drive or do you use the turret? And it's like, oh, you drive. No, go ahead, man.
I'm the driver.
Yeah, exactly.
Charge the driver.
I mean, yeah, okay, the game is pretty good, blah, 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 but then the levels, they just repeat them over and over again, and that just, it doesn't feel right. I mean, all the textures are blurry, and it's like, what, they didn't have enough time to put into it, and they don't really care about the project?
Wait. Something I want to touch upon that I thought was brilliant in Halo 1 was the repetition of levels.
That was brilliant?
Yeah, because they gave the makers of the game the opportunity to work on other more important things, and you go through, let me think.
It feels rushed.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think Halo 1?
I never thought about it being rushed. The way it's weaved into the story is so organic, I feel like you don't notice it at all unless you're just doing it.
And that's the thing, it's not an identical level. It's either the level done backwards, or it's part of a previous level with added thing.
I mean, like, I understood why they did it, just because maybe it was time, money.
They were lazy.
I think they were smart.
They were smart, but they were lazy.
Drink your haterade.
Yeah. You gotta drink your haterade because... Like,
no, I mean, seriously. It's like
seriously, because it foreshadowed, and I actually found that, like, in novels, that's pretty good.
The original Halo was much darker with plainer textures and fewer particle effects, but that resulted in a much stronger, more ominous experience that made the game feel more badass. The new additions look great, but it's just Flash. They're not always done in the right places, and they wind up ruining the shade of mystery from the original game. Did you write this, Michael?
Yes, I did.
So you'd agree with it?
No, I just kind of wrote something that you guys would like.
Oh, I do like that. I agree with it. Michael's still high on Haterade,
Oh,
even
come
though
on.
we're trying to convince him.
Nah, I mean, I kind of see what your point is. I mean, Halo did do a lot of stuff, and did it pretty well. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good.
Wow. You can get off your haterade now.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Big step.
You can start drinking Haloade.
But Metroid's way better.
That's it. I'm
Okay.
out of here.
Oh, come on,
Okay.
seriously, guys. I know there's a lot of backtracking, but it's really good. No, the adventure elements and everything. Oh, come on.